What's up, Ravens fans? We have a very special treat for you today. Fresh off his retirement press conference, we are joined by Haloti, who's going to be taking your questions, so start commenting them below. All right, big day for you, pretty special. You had a huge crowd here for your retirement press conference. What has today meant to you?
Just everything, honestly. Think about my family and, kind of what I grew up and what we've gone through, and then coming in here every day for 9 years and just thinking about the memories and I come in here now and everything's changed, everything looks good, new, and the meeting rooms are in different places, and so it's just amazing to be able to come back and be a part of an organization that's just, to me, is first class. And I love Steve and loved Art Modell, the late Art Modell, and what they've done to me and my family. And just glad that they're able to accept me back and be a part of the Ravens organization.
One of those people is Ozzie Newsome, who was up there with you today. And I thought it was really cool. He talked about, he's a Hall of Famer, obviously. He talked about how he feels that you have checked off every box to earn that recognition as well. What does him saying that mean to you?
I just can't say enough about Ozzie. He's just an amazing, amazing person, man, football player. For just hearing his story about, drafting me and watching my film in college, it's just was really cool to hear him say that stuff. And like you said, that coming from a Hall of Famer, someone that studies unlimited amount of players every day, with unlimited hours, and to hear him say that just brought so much pride and joy and just emotion. I just thought about just all the hard work that I've kind of gone through and did, just kind of paid off with his comments and saying that in his book I'm a Hall of Famer, and so that's pretty cool to hear a Hall of Famer say that. And one day if it happens, that'll be awesome, but I'm just so glad that I'm here and I'm Raven for life.
First will be the Ring of Honor, and then it could be the Hall of Fame. What does the Ring of Honor mean to you?
You see those names in the stadium, just being able to be a part of that, and it's just so cool and such a dream. Being a kid that loved football and looked up to players like Reggie White and Lawrence Taylor, defensive players, and you see them in their Ring of Honors and part of their organizations. And so that was a pretty cool dream of mine, to be able to be a dominant football player, but at the same time being a legend of your team and being able to be one of the guys in the stadium and saying that you are one of those guys. It's just awesome and a cool feeling to me.
So fans certainly have particular plays they remember you for, but Matt's question is there any particular play that you will remember most from the team? And he said he thinks he already knows what your answer might be.
It's almost every highlight I made against the Steelers, basically. And I said earlier, I didn't mean to break Ben Roethlisberger's nose, but it happened. But I felt like that's when the fans are Haloti Ngata is Baltimore Ravens all the way, because he's done that. He's hurt our enemy, the rivalry team. And so, that's a memory I'll always have, tackling Mendenhall in the backfield, forcing the fumble, recovering the fumble, having a TFL. That's kind of a cool thing for a defensive player to do that. And doing it against the Steelers is pretty cool too.
I think it's Coach Harbaugh that always says you're never a true Raven until you have a big moment against the Steelers.
That's pretty true. I feel like once you play with the team, but then when you get to circle the Steelers game and then focus on that, and then you make a play in it, it's just an amazing feeling, because then that's when the fans are behind you and they're going to support you. And then there's so many Steeler memories that I'm if you lose a game against the Steelers, it's that next week is going to be hell for everyone. The coaches are going to be on you, but then at the same time, the next team we're going to play is going to get it because we lost to the Steelers. So it was just the Steelers rivalry. It's awesome. It's an amazing rivalry, and I love that it's against them.
So you're a true Raven legend now. Melissa wants to know if you have any advice for like the new guys coming in as Ravens.
There's so many things I feel like I can say to the young guys coming in. Taking care of your bodies is definitely something I would look into. You do have great, team trainers that can take care of you, but also just going the extra mile, taking care of your bodies, getting your massages, your whatever, your acupuncture, anything that can help your body. But at the same time, to never settle for good and always do your best. I've always said that good is the worst enemy of the best, because if you settle for good, you'll never tap into your potential. And then you'll never do your best. So those are some of the things. I feel like there's way more I can say, but yeah.
I think that's good advice regardless if you play football or not. That's some pretty good life advice.
Yeah.
All right, Iraq wants to know if you're still going to play rugby now that you're retired from football.
So I don't know if anybody follows me on the social media. I did a April Fool's joke and said I was going to play rugby.
That's pretty good.
And everybody believed it. I got so many requests to interview, and so many people congratulating me and thought it was so awesome, wanted to come to a game, the next game I was going to play in. And so I felt bad to saying to everybody that was a joke, and I was kind of messed up because everybody thought it was true. But no, I probably won't play rugby. I feel like the physical stuff I'm not going to pretty much do anymore. So, I'll do workouts and, train just to be able to still beat my kids in wrestling and stuff like that. But other than that, I probably just, I won't do any football or rugby anymore.
So you touched on this a little bit in the press conference earlier, but for our fans tuning in now, what are your plans now that you're retiring?
Just being able to spend a lot of time with my boys. My oldest boy is 9, and my wife and I were talking the other day, in 9 more years, or he turns 10 pretty soon. So in 8 more years, he's gonna be an adult and be gone. So we are getting sad about that. Oh my gosh, we only have 8 more years with our oldest boy. So I want to really maximize those, the time that we're gonna have now, and the blessing it is for me to be able to be a stay-at-home dad now. Just now I want to spend a lot of time with the boys, be able to raise them and teach them as much as I can, and then be involved still with football by coaching high school football. So that's what I'll do.
That'll be special, I'm sure. Joshua wants to know who the hardest player to tackle was.
Hardest player to tackle. So that's both in college and in NFL. Marshawn Lynch.
Really?
I think Marshawn Lynch was a beast, and they don't call him Beast Mode for no reason. So
Gotta earn those nicknames.
Yeah, he when he was at Cal, I was at Oregon, and I remember I had a full-on 5-yard, I had him in my target. He was I'm getting him no matter what, and I hit him as hard as I could, and he just shuffled back a little bit, and then still stayed up. And so I was shocked. I was oh my gosh, he's still up. And I had to squeeze my hardest just to get him down. It was a tackle for loss, but at the same time I was wow, that was really hard for me. And then I remember when he was with Buffalo, he broke a tackle for me in the back. I had another square shot on him, and I hit him and he kind of just bounced off and then kept on running. I'm so yeah, he's definitely one of the
both
hardest.
college and NFL.
College and NFL. I got him in college, but then he got off in the NFL.
90 wants to know who your biggest influence was in football.
My biggest influence, I said it before, Reggie White was one of I idolized him, not only because he was a great player, but of the person he was off the field. He gave a lot of charitable time back in the communities he was in, and he was a God-fearing man. And so I'm the same, I'm Christian, and seeing him conduct his life in the manner he did, and played football the way he did, that was someone I wanted to be like. And being able to give back, but at the same time be a dominant football player is just Reggie White, and I wanted to be like that.
And now it's really cool because these kids that are growing up now will look to you the same way. That's pretty special.
That would be cool if they do, and they say that in the future. That would be really cool to be able to say that, see that.
All right, let's take one more fan question from Sean. We have, who is the funniest Raven you ever played with? Some good personalities.
Yeah, funniest. Terrell Suggs. Guys, everybody knows that he's goofy. He's definitely one of the funnier guys, but I think Joe Flacco is really sneaky funny. Like he throws shots at people and it could be anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, and it's funny, but the way he says it, it's so dry. You know, Joe, just his personality is not very out there, but it's just funny to see him shoot out a joke and then kind of just have that dry, like funny laugh. And you're like, but it's just funny though. It's fun. Like, so Joe is definitely a funny teammate, probably one of the funnier teammates I've ever had.
I feel like that's an answer maybe not a lot of people would
Yeah, I don't
expect.
think anybody expect that. Yeah.
All right, before we sign off, is there anything you want to say to the Ravens fans before we close?
Yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate everything you guys done for me and my family, accepting our family here in Baltimore. And I am so excited to be able to come back and be a part of the community, be at the games. And if you ever see me, just come say hi. I'll take a picture, sign autographs. Unless it gets too hot, then I gotta get away and get cool down somewhere. But yeah, thank you guys for everything and love you guys.
Perfect. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. And we'll be back again with you next week.